And to me, my first initial thought was, who, me? Like I'm certainly not ready for this. And I bounced it back and forth, right? And when I got to the CBJ, my boss that I referenced earlier, she said, you need to get plugged into the community.
Yeah.
And so I did. And so I went to all kinds of different events, shook hands, met a few folks, drank a few beers. After a couple of years, what happened was I started to see the same people every time, right? Which was not a bad thing because you have your friends that you've sort of spent like some time with at various programs. And then I started getting, somebody invited me to be on the board of the Charlotte Chamber Young Professionals. And somebody said, you should sign up for the board or apply. And I did, and I was voted in. And so I was on the board of the Young Professionals in Charlotte and really, again, learned a lot about these, it sounds so petty, but like these meetings that people have and how boards work and the impact that boards can have in terms of advocacy. And we're not getting paid. It's sort of like, how can we have influence over the business community in Charlotte? Right. After 2 years of that, I got pegged to be the chair of the board. And to me, my first initial thought was, who, me? Like I'm certainly not ready for this. And I bounced it back and forth, right? And I said, I don't want to do it. I don't know if it's the right thing. And for everybody that knows how boards work, you have to be the chair-elect first for a year, and then you move into the chair spot. Right. I was going to turn it down. And part of something inside of me said, hey, you don't know how to do this. The only way you're going to know how to do it is to actually accept the role and figure it out. So in my mind, there was a level of grit there that emerged naturally in me that told me, you face it head on and learn how to do this. And so I took over. So I did the chair-elect for a year. And then rolled into the chair spot. And I remember the first meeting, and you're the guy, there's no gavel, but you're the guy with the gavel, right? And I was just copying what the previous guy did. And after monthly meetings, after like 3 or 4, I said, I can do this. Yeah. And I remember reflecting back to a year and 4 months prior where I was like, I don't want to do this. Why would I do this? It's extra work and the whole thing. But again, some level of grit emerged there at one point and said, you can do it. And I look back, periodically now, I don't know how many years later, like 15 years later, we have a meeting at the Business Journal. I run the meeting. Everything's totally fine. And it's second nature now. And I think back to that time. If I didn't take that on, I don't know if I'd be where